passion. It just makes me feel good.
It's like an escape from like reality, in my opinion, because if I'm ever like having a stressful day or like worried about things, I can turn to dance and it's just like my emotional escape. Like I forget everything like outside of dance and just focus on dancing, and it's like my passion and I enjoy it and it keeps me busy.
I loved it, and I loved what I learned and the person I became and the friends that I made.
Throughout high school, I have loved seeing the Rigby Troyettes perform at halftime shows. The dancers are always in sync, almost moving as if one. The ability to move together like that was interesting to me, so I saw an understanding of the culture of the dance team and how it contributes to their ability to perform. It became a necessity to understand the culture and history of dance teams as a whole before diving into the Troyettes. That history began in the 1920s, when high schools formed pep squads to cheer on their teams and enhance school spirit. These groups gained popularity and spread across the South. Pep squads bear most resemblance to today's cheerleaders. However, they gave rise to the drill team, which is an early form of the modern dance team. A drill team is an exhibition marching team that engages in precision drill. These teams have some elements of dance and music, but their performances and movements are more similar to the military. Modern dance teams resemble drill teams, but are less militaristic. History credits both Gussie Nell Davis and Kay Tier for creating the concept of drill teams. Ironically, both women lived in Texas, but did not know each other. In 1929, Gussie Nell Davis was asked to direct the pep squad. She made changes resulting in a drill team known as the Flaming Flashes. They performed at every halftime show for their high school. Kay Tier took a different approach, creating her drill team while she was still in high school herself. After making the cheer team, she felt poorly for those who were cut. She organized the 90 girls into a team that, like the Flaming Flashes, also performed at every halftime show. Both of these women secured a position for drill teams in schools and communities across the nation. Rigby High School has its own history with dance. The first dance club appeared in 1955. Drill teams eventually reached Rigby High School in 1960, 30 years after the first drill team was created. Dance has been in Rigby's history since 1955. Once the Troyettes drill team was established in 1960, it flourished until 1997. It seems that in 1998, the Troyettes lost favor in the community. In an effort to improve those attitudes, the dance team was rebranded as the Dance Team. The dance team remained at Rigby High School for several years before it began to fade away. In 2011, the team returned to the historical name Troyettes. Today, 9 years later, the team still bears that name. With this background information, I attended some of the Troyettes practices to observe. I was surprised to see the focus and determination of each dancer. As I continued to watch and interview the dancers, I found the fundamental elements of the team that led to their unity. There are 18 girls on the Troyettes 2020-2021 dance team, 9 freshmen, 2 sophomores, 6 juniors, and only 1 senior. With a nearly equal mix of older girls and younger girls, the dynamic of the team is fairly balanced.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Girls, that has to be so super clean.
What types of dances do you perform?
Every other year, we alternate between a kick routine and a prop routine. So this year, we're doing kick, but along with kick, we have hip hop, jazz, military, and then kick. So we have these 4 routines this year.
What would you say is your favorite one to do?
I think that I enjoy jazz the most, and we're lucky to do that every year.
While watching the dances, I noticed that the coaches gave out corrections and critiques, but the girls didn't seem discouraged by that. This occurrence became vital to understanding the culture of the team.
I think that, because sometimes it's a personality thing, some girls can take critiques really well and some big deal, like, okay, I'll fix it. Some girls, I think, get more sad, but we try to make it like a loving atmosphere. We as coaches have said like hundreds of times, like, girls, when we give you critique or when we tell you to fix something, it is completely out of love and it is out of us wanting, we want you guys to go out and never feel embarrassed about what you did in front of an audience. We want you to always go out feeling confident, and so everything that we say is to help you be better and to help you be more confident. That is the only reason we're giving critiques, and that's the only reason that we're here coaching, is because we want you guys to succeed.
I noticed that during their practices, the girls don't really get discouraged when they are critiqued. What do you do to make your critiques more positive than negative?
I think in order to make it more positive, that's a really good question. I think the big part of that is making sure that the girls know that it comes from a place of love. And that's part of having that relationship with them. They know that you care about them, so you're not picking on them because you think they're a bad dancer or because you think they're not doing good. It's just because they know. And as long as everyone on the team knows that the goal is that we want to do well at competitions and we want to perform well, and as long as the girls know that, they know that critiques come from a place of love, and if you're saying it nicely too, I'm really big on that, is that you have to say it with love or else they can't get discouraged over time.
Do you feel like the way they coach helps you to become a better dancer?
Yeah, I feel like I like it when they're hard on us, and then I like when they're like giving us corrections. I feel like that helps me become such a better dancer.
When you make a mistake in the dance, are you scared of what the coaches will say, or are you willing to accept critiques and corrections?
Yes, I accept the corrections, and I say like okay all the time. I try and fix it.
It seems clear that because of the atmosphere of love the coaches create, the girls are willing to accept corrections. The connection between the girls has also led to their positive outlooks. Haley Lumberg explains this further.
When I make a mistake, I know I made that mistake, and I realize it and be like, oh, whoops, why did I do that? Even when all the girls are watching you, it's not embarrassing because none of them judge you. That's the difference between studio and high school dance too. At studio, you would feel embarrassed, but at high school dance, you don't.
This attitude of acceptance allows the dancers to feel like they belong in the group. Together, in their identical uniforms and with a common goal of improvement, the dancers do not fear judgment for their mistakes. They share friendships with one another, and these relationships have been built both through hard work at practice and through the tradition of team bonding activities. Several dancers go as far as considering the dance team a family.
We have bonded so well, and we're all like family, and we can trust each other with anything, and we're really open with each other, and it's just party. I feel super comfortable with all my teammates. I love all my teammates. We just kind of fit together. We're all one big family. It's amazing. I feel like this year is going to be so amazing.
4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Wait,
6,
so
7.
while I observed this team, their friendships were evident in the way that they encouraged one another while dancing. What kind of phrases do you find yourself saying when you're with the dance team?
We say a lot of things, but I would say one of the things I hear a lot is you got this, you can do hard things, because sometimes practices can get really hard and draining, especially when we're cleaning routines and doing the same thing over and over again. And we always just remind each other, keep competition in mind, just keep pushing, you got this. Just little tiny things like that just keeps us going, yeah. We always say, let's go, girls, and we have to lift each other up. And whenever we're tired, we always just say, come on, girls, we can do it. I know we're tired, but we can just do it.
I saw the girls shout these phrases to one another, especially during the last dance of the day.
Those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like, this is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. Like,
honestly, this team is so good. These girls work hard all year long. Like, we're working all summer. We literally have 1 month off and during the whole year. And yeah, so I just hope that they get the recognition they deserve because they work so hard, and especially this specific group, they are so fun and so good to each other, and they have such relationships. And so yeah, I just love them. But that's all I have to say.
The Rigby Troyettes perform in perfect unity. At first, the reason for their success was not clear to me. Now, after studying the way the team interacts, I know that they owe their success to the loving atmosphere of the team. They accept corrections, improve, and along the way form lasting friendships with one another, providing encouragement when needed. The Troyettes reach beyond the definition of team, becoming, in the words of Madison Allen, family.